are getting smaller. An empty house. Okay, today, because of copyright issues, I don't want to sing the whole and play the whole thing, but we are doing a lesson on this song from Westlife. So the is key D as I'm playing. So we are taking a look at the chord progression, how we can choose chords for a note. So an empty house. That's the reason why he played the do here. An empty street. You see? Do. So do, no, no. So you choose the do chord or D. So you choose the D major chord here. An empty house. An empty street. That is Re. Instead of choosing the Re chord. An empty street. An empty house. An empty street. He didn't choose the Re here. Here he preferred choosing the So, because when you play the So chord or the fifth chord, that is A major chord or A seventh chord. He has that is the Re. There is a Re in it. So if we say we are choosing chord, so an empty house, an empty street, a hole inside my heart. So let's take it slow. An empty house, an empty street, a hole inside. So T here, he used T to play the Mi chord, because when he played Mi, he had that T note. That do T, he had that T in it. An empty house, an empty street, a hole inside my heart. That's La. So he played the La itself. A hole inside my heart, oh, a hole inside my heart. That's where he sang La. A hole inside my heart, a hole inside my heart. So he chose to play La. I'm all alone. So the La itself here again, he played the Fa. The rooms are getting. That's what he wanted. So that is accidental note. Fa, fi, so. So he has decided to create tension by using the accidental note here. So an empty street, an empty house, a hole inside my heart. I'm all alone, the rooms are getting smaller. An empty street. So for the second time. So that is the progression. So today we are dealing with the chord progression, how we choose chords. So an empty house, an empty. You can move to So. The player can choose to play Re there. So Re 2, if we play the T chord, we have the Re. So chord, we have the Re. Re itself has the Re. So an empty house. So you can choose to play an empty house. A hole. You can choose to play this chord. Hole inside. You see, it sounds perfectly. But he didn't choose. He played Me. You're inside my heart. So instead of playing the either C minor or C major for attention, then move to La. Do. He didn't play Do again. He played La. I'm all alone. I'm all alone. The rooms are getting smaller. So these are some techniques how we choose chords. An empty street, an empty house. So because we have this Mi, we can choose to play minor 7. A hole inside my heart. Instead of coming to the La, that is B minor, you can choose to play B minor 7th. That's how we do substitutes. You that used to play. So for the first, do substitute for do chord itself. You can play la, you still have the do in it. You can play fa, you still have the fa. But it depends on how they choose the chords, the progression, the programming session. An empty street. So we can play an empty street. You see, it sounds the same as well. An empty street, an empty house, a hole inside my heart. I'm all alone, the rooms are getting smaller. So this is just an introduction to the song. We will do the full song. And all my love, I'm holding on. We do the whole from the beginning to the end. Not only the song. We do many songs, both foreign songs and local songs as well. But I want you to lay emphasis on how to choose chord for a note. An empty street. So we can play la. An empty street. You can play re. An empty house. Okay, so let's try that. An empty street, an empty house. You see, it sounds good the same way. But despite the fact that the player didn't play that, or they didn't program the song to that, but you can compose a song and do it your own way. So any note, I've taught this lesson for many times, but I will still do, because music is about hearing the experience. So we are demonstrating an experience over these notes. Any song using notes to create or compose a song. That's so do 5-1-1-1 5-1-1-1. But the whole thing is an empty street. So where the time land, an empty street. So it's land on the do. An empty street. At the same way, you can play an empty street. The same way, an empty street. You see the technique I'm talking about. So every note stand for 3 chords, possibly. That's for the major. So we can go further, learning advanced chords, because you can see we have the 3 chords, basic 3 chords, before we can move to other extensive chords by creating patterns. So that one, after we've done more than 5-10 songs with the same technique, we will jump to an empty street. So we can play a different chord by creating the chord. Let's say we're going to choose a chord like this. So somebody may use empty street. You see, we are brightening the chords. So we have the do in this chord. The same way somebody may choose to play 11th. An empty street. You see, an empty street. So the singing patterns will be somehow a little bit minor. So for this one, I will leave it here. I don't want to focus on the extensive chords, but we have to focus on the basic chords first. If we do understand how to create the chords and the patterns, then we can move forward to other extensive chords. So I say every note signifies or symbolizes 3 chords. You. So we can play you, or you. Happy birthday to you. So happy birthday, happy. So we can play happy or happy birthday. It's like, it depends on the meaning. Happy birthday to you. You see, we are playing something. Happy birthday. So this whole thing on the so note. Do ti la so. Happy birthday. So we can play happy birthday to you. So you can play T. You can play so, because when you play so, it is in it. We can play me. When we play me, it is in it. So let's happy birthday to you. Or happy birthday to you. That is so it fits. Or happy birthday to you. You see, so pick up 2-3 songs and do it your own way, because I will come back very soon, every day, 3, 4, 5, 6 lessons. So if you have any comment, any request, bring it for. We do appreciate and address every comment, every request that comes onto this channel. Facebook, Guitar Players and Singers. YouTube, or the Share Guitar Lessons. So thank you for joining me. We shall meet very soon for other lessons.